Welcome back to another episode of the 393 Legacy, a Gorilla podcast. And with us today is Ashli Guzman. So welcome to the show.
Hi.
And we will be right back with her, of course, because it is a sneak peek into next week. Well, Ashli sits with us today as she's only a few days away from walking across the stage. So this is the seniors' last week, and graduation is on Saturday. So that's the first preview, of course. And so be sure to come here on Saturday, celebrate the successes of our seniors as they walk across the stage. Graduation starts at 11 o'clock on Saturday. So May 11th at 11, that's pretty easy to remember. Next week then begins the final week for our junior high and high school. I did say that right, just junior high and high school, because we do have our elementary pre-K through 4 that will come back the following week due to the construction and the alternate schedule we had to go with as we started the school year this year. So next week will be the final week for our everybody, obviously not our seniors because they're already going to be done, but our 5th grade through our juniors, they will be done next week on Friday. And it is a full day next Friday, and that will be the last one there. Also, a look into next week, we have regional golf on Monday, followed by 8th grade awards and junior high awards and 8th grade promotion on Tuesday. Field day is the 17th on Friday of next week. So want to come out and support all the kids on their field day. They always look so forward to it. And so we'll be doing that next Friday. So that's a sneak peek into what's happening. But most importantly, Ashli, is Saturday. Are you excited for Saturday?
I am excited.
No nerves, not nervous at all.
For like Saturday?
For Saturday, yeah.
No, I'm not nervous.
Ready to get it over with?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. So there is a little bit of hesitation. I know on our way home last night in a discussion with my son, he said it's time just to be done. It's time to be gone. But hopefully you do enjoy Saturday and enjoy the time with your friends, of course. So you might tell the listeners a little bit about yourself and your parents and just anything you want to share with everybody out there.
Okay. I'm Ashli Guzman. My parents are Tabitha Dahlgren and Louise Guzman, and I've played volleyball all 4 years. And yeah.
Yeah, and then that's all you've done. That's not true, but we'll get into some of that later. That's okay. So let's start on the volleyball side of things. And so what drew you to volleyball at a young age, and why you wanted to do volleyball?
I've never been interested in any other sport. Maybe it's because I don't like to run. I don't know.
Understand.
I don't know. I just did volleyball and I really enjoyed it through middle school, so I decided to do it through high school.
Should have done basketball.
No,
not at all. Okay. All right. But what are some lessons that volleyball that you have taken with you and that maybe through the years your coaches have instilled in you?
Definitely to believe in myself.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to doubt myself when I play, I think, but Coach D always just made me believe in myself, and I feel like towards my senior year, I definitely believed in myself more than I did my freshman year. Also, I definitely learned to be a leader, especially my senior year. All of the 3 seniors were captains this year,
right.
And I feel like I'm definitely quieter, but this year I spoke out more about my opinions. So
good. You have to do that as you work your way up the ranks, as they say. So That's a good thing. So you sort of led in perfect. You talked about Miss D. So you already gave her a little bit of a shout out there. But who are maybe some teachers that you have? How long have you gone to school here? Let me start there.
Since kindergarten.
Since kindergarten. So you've been here 13 years. That's an interesting. I didn't know that. So that is awesome. I don't know. I didn't even ask that question. I wonder how many have been here all 13 years. Do you know that? I'm putting you on the spot, by the way.
I don't know that.
That's okay. You don't have to know the answer to that. So 13 years here. So you've got a chance to have all of the Gorilla teachers. So anybody you want to give a shout out to, elementary, junior high, high school, and then might tell them why they were so impactful.
Definitely Mr. Reardon. He obviously taught us, but he made it in a fun way. I don't know. And then probably Mr.
I think that's too much slam ball in the room, or silent ball, or whatever that thing's called. No, I'm just giving Mr. Reardon a bad time.
We did play that a lot.
I'm just giving him a bad time.
Then Mr. Douglas, I feel like his class, I took yearbook and Big Red Tees for him. I did yearbook all 4 years, and I feel like the tasks we have to do in that class definitely brought me out of my comfort zone, especially like when we would sell ads around Abilene and Solomon. Definitely quieter, so it made me just feel like grow up a little.
You had to sort of break the shell a little bit and go out and make the ask, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any elementary teachers that stand out?
Mrs. Schumar, she just came and ate lunch with us.
That was a good day, wasn't it? A little bit of a surprise and a good thing.
She was just, I feel like she's very charismatic, especially since she came back. I mean,
that is a great word for her. She's very charismatic, and I had the great opportunity for her to come in the office after she ate with you and had a chance to visit with her. And so, you know, and that's what we talk about all the time, whether our teachers are with us for 1 year or whether they're with us for 40 years. When you're here, you make an impact. And although she wasn't here very many years, because military and her spouse took her different directions, and she's headed in another direction now. But that's what the military does. But she had such a lasting impact on you guys, and several of them, and so that's great. That's great. So unfortunately, we're sitting here, and if you're watching on YouTube, I apologize. You may be blinded because there's this ugly sweatshirt she's wearing. And so you might talk about your school choice. I'm just messing. It's not purple. I wish it was purple, but that's okay. So University of Kansas, you might tell the listeners you're headed there, and what are you going to study?
So I'm going to major in biology. I don't know if I plan to stay there all 4 years. I think I'm doing nursing.
Okay.
Something in the medical field.
Sure.
But I'm kind of unsure what department to do.
So you already have started that path, correct, here at Solomon?
Yes.
So tell the listeners what that is.
So I did CNA. Are you talking about CNA?
CNA,
or my internship?
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Both. We'll get to both. Get to both.
So I took the CNA course in last fall, so in August, and I finished in December. I passed my tests, my boards, and then I started working at Eagle Crest in Salina as a CNA there in like late February.
Yep.
And I've just been working there ever since. So,
which also, as a senior, gives you a little bit more freedoms, and you alluded to it as far as the internship. And so several of our seniors have had workplace experiences or internships or, entrepreneurship class that we've talked about. There's just several different varieties, or the fact that you take college classes and you're almost done. We'll get to that one too in a minute. But talk a little bit about the internship and what that's been like.
Okay, so I started my internship the second semester of this year. I went every Tuesday and Thursday. My last week was, I think, last week.
So where'd you go to?
So I went to Salina Regional in Salina. Each month I had a different department I would go to. So the first month I went, I was in radiology, so I got to watch CT scans and MRIs. And then second month I moved to lab, kind of got to see that. It was kind of weird.
Understand.
I went to surgery for a month. That was interesting. And then my last month I was just in the BHU, which is the Behavioral Health Unit.
Oh, okay. And what part did you like the best?
I definitely found radiology interesting just because they told me that people could go in for like they had a stomach issue and just hurt constantly, and then they'd like come out with like a stomach tumor.
Right.
Like they could see that in the scan. So I found that interesting. And then I also found the BHU very interesting. I got to sit in on like people, like them evaluating patients.
Oh, really?
So it was just interesting to like hear their stories and why they were in there to begin with.
Well, I'm glad you shared that with everybody, because I think that's sometimes lost. I think that's our role in education, is to help you find your way. Whether, like you said, whether it's going to be in nursing, a certain area, or radiology, it sounds like is something that you're interested in. Whether it's at KU for 4 years or Washburn or wherever life might take you. But I think it starts, though, with first your CNA class, which is great, and then the internship. So, and I think the more, not just in the medical field, but everywhere, you're seeing more and more value in the internship, not only here at school, but also in industry. So industry is definitely opening up their doors, realizing that we need to attract new people and help them. So that's a great thing. So in 5 years, what's the master plan in 5 years?
I don't know I don't know if I'll be graduated from like my full schooling.
No, not yet. Not yet.
So,
not in the medical world.
Yeah. So continuing my schooling, definitely. Hopefully, I don't know. I know this is what, it sounds corny, but like after being a CNA, I just know this is what I'm meant to do, is to help people.
Those experiences have been let you figure out that that's what you want to do.
Right. So just hoping to help more and more people every day.
College is too expensive for you to explore. Maybe back in the day you could do that, but now it's just way too expensive. So good thing that you had that experience and able to do it.
Yeah.
Let's switch gears back to high school a little bit and talk about maybe some funny moments that are shareable on air, as I tell everybody, whether it was high school, whether it was junior high. Maybe it's also, maybe not a story, but maybe it's something that you're going to miss about high school. Just anything you'd like to share about your experience.
I'm definitely going to miss my classmates, for sure. We're definitely are we the smallest class?
Smallest class in the school, yeah.
Very small, so I feel like it makes it better, honestly, because we're just so close with each other. We know a lot about each other, and it's definitely going to be sad not to see them every day anymore. But
there's this thing called Snapchat. I'm told that it keeps everybody, it doesn't matter where you're at, you're still close. The wonderful world of Snapchat. But that is true. That is a good thing. And just like a family, because you're small, sometimes there's good times and sometimes there's bad times where you all argue.
Yeah.
I have definitely heard that before in my house. Words of advice for that freshman. You talked about how quiet you are and how you've matured over the years. But as an 8th grader coming into the world, which it's not really scary, like you said here at Solomon, because we're a K-12 facility, but as you come in as a freshman, words of advice for them.
I definitely made the mistake, I feel like, of not just being more involved in activities maybe around, like, especially in high school, there's so much you can do. And I feel like I missed out on opportunities just because I am so quiet. And so I definitely think that the younger kids coming into high school and even like middle school, they definitely need to go out for everything and just be very involved, I feel like.
So you're saying that they should go out for basketball and run track?
Sure.
I'm just joking. So as those are wise words, by the way, and very reflective in a week where there's probably a lot of reflection. So any other reflective moments this week that you've looked back on and go, man, that I did learn that. That's right. That was awesome, because you're about ready to finish up. So today, as we're recording this, it's Wednesday. And as you gear up for Friday, you do your rehearsal and we take the picture, the official picture, and then we walk across stage on Saturday. But that reflection time this week, it's a big week. It's one you'll remember for a while this week, of course.
Yeah.
Any aha moments this week and any shout outs you want to give that maybe you haven't given? None?
I don't know.
Well, hopefully a shout out to your mom and and your dad.
Yeah, my family for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say this, but
no, you can say whatever you want to say.
My mom, she almost made me cry the other day.
Moms do that this time of year.
Yeah. She told me that she told me she's not going to cry at graduation, which feels like she's not.
I don't believe that.
I don't either. But she also told me that she has been crying about me leaving home. And I was like, you're not supposed to tell me those things.
Well, you got to give a mom a right to do those things. 18 years in the household, it'll be different.
I know.
So, and it'll be different for every mom out there. So it's okay if moms have tears in their eyes on Saturday.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Just shows how much they love you.
Yep.
As we look at Saturday and Friday and Wednesday and all the days of this week, you have one thing left to do. You told me before you come in. What's the one last assignment you have to do?
My county seats.
For
Norgren.
For Mr. Norgren. So Mr. Norgren has this final project for everybody, right? And so you could basically get it taken care of whenever you're ready. And so now you're ready. And what was the caveat today to get it done?
Well, I'm not ready, actually.
Oh, you're not ready
No.
yet. You got to do some studying still.
I was going to take it tomorrow, but they told us we could leave today, so I'm like, I'm just going to do it.
Because what we found out is that a lot of our seniors are done, because how many college credits do you have? I forgot to ask that question.
20-something.
20-some?
The only college class I didn't take was speech. So.
Okay, so you probably have 26 college credits
Yep.
going in. And so for a lot of those kids, the seniors, they're done because college classes were done last week.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're done with the college classes. They're done with their finals in Mr. Norgren's or their final projects. And so if you have a bunch of seniors just sitting around, that leads to one thing, problems. And
Right.
so let's get them out of here. And they're ready to be done. So there is a motivating factor today on a Wednesday to get everything done and maybe get out of here a day early.
Yeah.
What we found out yesterday in different track meets and golf meets yesterday is that we're not the first ones to be done. There's several others that are already out as seniors. So this is a little motivating factor. So that's good for them, for you guys, I should say. All right, Ashley, anything else you'd like to share with the group before we leave?
I don't think so.
Nothing else?
No.
Okay, well, I appreciate you sitting down and visiting with me.
Yep.
It won't, 2 days, the countdown's on, and then we're here. It'll go fast. It does. It's hard to believe we just started this. I'm looking at Miss Meyer right now, and we started this, it felt like a long time ago, and it really wasn't. And so as we wrap up, we've got one more senior that we will highlight, and then next week we're going to come to you with a teacher highlight and wrap up the school year a little bit. But it has been awesome to sit down with these seniors and just get to know them a little bit more and wish them well on their way. And the amazing thing about the seniors is I think they might come in maybe with a little fog in the headlights, you might say, as a freshman. And it's great to hear the reflective nature that they are coming to the stage on Saturday and reflecting upon their successes and where life might take them. So thank you all, not just you, Ashley, but everybody for doing that. So we'll be back with one more episode of the 393 Legacy, a Gorilla podcast. And hopefully see everybody here on Saturday, 11 a.m. to celebrate these seniors. See you then.